Hello, welcome to the Orbiting Excellence podcast. Today, we are here with the famous Katherine Johnson. Ms. Johnson, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am Katherine Johnson. I was born on August 26, 1980. My hometown is White Sulphur Springs. I was hired by NASA June 1953. I am a mathematician who calculates and analyzes space flight paths.
All right, that's great to hear. So, what was your childhood and your college experience like?
When I was younger, I loved solving math problems. And I really loved math and numbers, right? When I was in school, I skipped some grades because I was smart. At the age of 10, I was attending high school, and I graduated from high school at 14 years old. At 18 years old, in 1937, I graduated from West Virginia State College with the highest honors, earning my bachelor's degree in mathematics.
Wow, you're highly qualified. So, regarding to your job, what did the human computers do, and how did you use them to do your job?
Back then, we didn't have computers that did the work for us, so the woman who would work there would solve problems without a computer. The human computers are people who solve complicated problems by hand. We would analyze test flights and calculate flight plans for the astronauts.
All right, that sounds amazing. So, how did it feel to work in a segregated workplace, and what were your first impressions?
Working in a segregated place was difficult. When I first got there, everything was separated. The restrooms and the tables. You could tell the other workers didn't want me there. I didn't let this affect me. The love that I had for math kept me focused and motivated me to do my work.
Wow, you're very strong. So, how did your orbit calculations help space missions, and what was the Apollo mission?
Well, when the Sputnik spacecraft launched in 1957, it changed everything. I helped with research on space trajectories. I worked on Alan Shepard's first successful flight in 1961 when he asked me to check the computer numbers before his mission. Later on, I calculated trajectories for the Apollo mission so astronauts could land on the moon and return safely.
So, one scene that was fascinating to viewers and to myself was where you had to run to the bathroom. Was the situation real, or was it dramatized a little bit?
Yes, the bathroom situation was real. Back then, the bathrooms for colored employees were so far away, so I had to rush a little to use the bathroom. The scene in the movie may be a bit dramatized with the rain and all, but it's real.
I couldn't imagine what you had to go through. So, what parts of your story in the film was realistic?
I worked as a mathematician at NASA and helped calculate numbers for John Glenn's flight. I really faced racism and sexism, like separate bathrooms and fewer opportunities. The movie shows my love for math and hard work, which is true.
So, then what parts were exaggerated, and why did the filmmakers make this change?
Well, some parts of my story are exaggerated in the film to make it more dramatic. Some of the arguments with my co-workers, most of the rushing, and the timing of some events were compressed. The filmmakers did this to make the movie more entertaining.
And my final question, what would you say to young people who dream of becoming scientists or mathematicians?
I would tell young people to never let anyone tell them that they can't succeed. Work hard in school, especially in math, and stay curious about the world and the people around you. Your hard work and education can open doors you never imagined.
Thank you so much, Ms. Johnson, for sharing your experience. Your work as a mathematician and a human computer has shaped and helped the future of space exploration. Your story shows how brilliance can overcome barriers regardless of race. Thank you for being a special guest on the Orbiting Excellence podcast. To the viewers, I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you.